Last time on Lawful Stupid. And so the rumblings of stones are happening as you run into this maze. You now see in front of you the trophy, the item that you need to get out of the middle to be considered the winner. The stone golem comes through the wall. He reaches down into the earth and he looks at the two of you running, Miss B, and back over to William, and throws Dark Ruffalo. Just as they would hit you, coming down through the barrier, it shatters. So this figure drops down, cuts away one, smashing it, and this other figure almost mimics you exactly and smashing the other stone.
I'm Agent Beltol. I'm here to get you out of here. We got to get to a safe house.
As you're running through, you see a clear path, and suddenly it's gone as one collapses. But instead of like faltering, you run up it, jump backwards onto another one, and then continue to simply dart on their backs as you make your way across. And you land on the stage. From the stage erupts fireworks. The giant stops and looks up at it. The shield around the maze, you see it just kind of turn to like dust. After a moment, the fireworks go away, and there's kind of just like a dead silence.
Son of a bitch, if this is another test.
The giant reaches in with two hands into the same, like, pick up more earth, and he picks it up overhead, and he throws it onto the middle of the stage. As the boulder careens toward the stage, would you all roll again, just for sake of everyone listening?
For the listeners, definitely.
For the listeners, you know, because they probably forgot.
Will 12.
16. 13?
16?
Also 13.
Oh, man. The boulder is about 10 feet from you, and suddenly it stops midair. As you look to your right, in the snow, because it has begun to fall into this stadium area, there is one of the earthbending druids, and he's laying there and he's bloodied, but he's looking up at you, head raised and arm raised, as his hand shakes, and he's holding this boulder, and he takes and he throws it back toward the stone giant, hitting it in the chest, knocking it to the ground, and then he collapses. And you're left standing on this stage in the middle of this thing, and you'll notice behind you, if you're in the stage and you're looking north, south, east, and west, there are openings in each side of the walls that is now left of what was the center of the maze. They all lead out. To the north is open. To the west, kind of where the giant was between the west and the north sector there, is open. To the south, 2 halflings and 3 humans walk in, and they also have these glowing white eyes. To the east are 2 Goliaths, 3 elves, and a Triton, and they both also have, or they all have, these glowing white eyes as they look at you, and they have like these smiles, just barely teeth showing as they look at you, and they sniff.
Nope. Time to run away. Let's go.
And begin to walk toward you.
Let's go. Northbound. Nobody's there.
Real quick, just where we're running. That's where I'll be.
Yeah.
No one's gonna make a decision. Great. I run.
No, running northbound. Going.
Perfect.
Gone.
Lucian's gonna grab Miss B's hand and activate warding bond and say, "Stay close." Keep running.
Beltol's gonna like pause a moment and make sure that she's between the other 3 and these new assailants, and then follow them north.
Yeah, okay. I think because they're like a walking pursuit, you are able to get a little distance in between them successfully. And you take out, and as you leave out the north exit, you said?
Yeah, that was the clear one.
Perception check for me, everyone.
Yeah, sure. Happy to.
Sure.
I'm really good at this. 12. It's 12.
18.
Good. And we'll do it kind of as a group. So like 18 will be for everyone, and you'll all kind of, as you're frantic and running out, you see just the snow is littered with the color of red. Bodies lay everywhere around you. Debris from the stadium has collapsed, and it's pretty silent. But you hear, you look up because you're thinking about Dr. Enoch, and he's up on top of this tower, and he says, kind of almost in a whisper, but where you can hear, he's like, just keep going. I'll be just fine. And then you see behind you, about 50 feet, all of those figures are 2 Goliaths, 3 elves, the 2 halflings, and the humans smile still as they pursue you.
But they're just like slow walking, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we run.
Fuck these guys. We run.
That's a little regular walk, like a mall walk. A little less than a mall walk.
Yeah, we're just booking, right?
Like the hips aren't into it yet?
Run.
Okay.
Run.
And you run into town, or you're running like because north would kind of be into town, back up like the trail you took.
I'm following this new agent that's now. Well, I guess I'm not. I'm following Miss B. Miss B, you tell me where to go.
North into town. That's as good as we're getting right now. Just away from everything.
Yeah, everyone's frantic in town. People are running everywhere. All shops are, barricading themselves in. Lots of people are just running out of town. Everyone who's in town visiting is calling it quits. They don't care what's going on, and they're getting away. So it's frantic. People bumping into you left and right. People falling down, getting trampled.
I mean, Lucian is... Yeah, there's no way I don't peel off, right? Like, try to help people.
Yeah, and I think you are. Are you saying anything, or?
I mean, no. I think he just gets to work. Honestly, just...
Beltal was at the back of the group, so she's gonna notice him peel off, I think.
I think Miss B would just try to re-grip his hand to be like, no, we're leaving.
Come now, child.
They hold hands a lot. I feel like she would notice when he tried to slip away.
That's fair. He's he just can't see most of the time, but he's bandana now, right? Bandana's down right now, so yeah, I guess whatever.
Yeah, I think you're helping people, and you begin to feel boom steps. Things are vibrating. Bricks are kind of like falling out of houses that have been maybe hit by stones, whatever the case might be. If you look in the distance, you'll see down the hill as you come back up the slope that the stone giant has regained his composure. And then also around him are all of those figures that have begun to pursue you as they're coming up the hill into the town.
Agent Beltol, you obviously came here for us. So you had a plan, of course, to get us out of here.
Yeah, well, it's pretty obvious those things are following you, isn't it? Staying in town's not the best chance if you want to help them, looking at Lucian as she says that.
Okay, then let's go anywhere else.
Yeah. So are you actually going to follow me this time?
Yes.
Lead the way, coach.
She's going to turn and lead them out into the wilderness outside of town.
Are the things following us?
You know it's cold out there, right? That's not a problem. Okay, that's fine. Just me.
Are the things following us?
Yeah, she just kind of like gives him like a
They're coming
side-eye.
into town, so if you guys are leaving town, you do not see them following you. What you hear, though, is the screams of men, women, and
I'm back in town, dude. No, bye. As soon as we started to move, if they weren't following us, I'll go fight them.
Okay,
I'm not gonna let innocent people get killed.
You get back into town, and
here's what I'm gonna do. This is what I want to do. I want to This is a little technique. You may know this from one Krillin, the greatest fighter in the Z Warriors lineup. No, I'm going to go for a solar flare, my friend. So I want to step between the baddies and the people, and I'm going to use Channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn, which does damage to any enemy in the AoE and blinds them. So I'm going to try to buy people time to get away by blinding and hurting these things.
Interesting. Okay. And this is called, you said solar flare?
It's called yes. It's called Radiance of the Dawn.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, I don't.
No, you had it right. It was solar flare.
It's solar flare.
But it is effectively solar flare.
Colloquially,
so 30 foot.
no.
You said 30 foot, right?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot bubble, and it's a con saving throw for any hostiles in that.
All right, I'm just gonna do kind of a 2 group. Okay, they don't. All that beautiful bean footage. Okay, so here's what I imagine. The group has gotten together. You hear the screams, and everyone's running, and you're trying to get to wherever this new agent is taking you. Lucian's torn. He turns around and runs back in. And what you'll see as you run back in is that the Goliath is holding up some man just by his throat, and the man takes a fireball into his hand and shoves it into the Goliath's chest, but the fireball you see just kind of absorbs into his skin, and then the Goliath takes his own fist, points it right on top of the guy's head with his other hand, and you see it just melt him, and then he drops him to the ground. That is when Lucian casts this extremely bright light within 30 feet, and what it's going to do is all of those creatures will fall to a knee and stand up, but almost like they're like frozen for a moment, and everyone's still, people are running by them, and they're just kind of standing still.
And I'm grabbing people and just getting out of dodge.
Anyone else want to do anything?
Yeah, Balto will have followed him back because she's got her own reasons. And it's just kind of grumbling and cursing the whole way about how, she thought she could draw them away. Clearly that didn't work. And go and plant herself in front of these creatures, the people and the monsters, and draw her blade and just kind of be ready to be to attack them as soon as they start moving, essentially.
Okay. Now the whole party has stopped. That is what I'm hearing. William grumbling. He goes, well, we were running, turns around, sees this invading force, sees this flash of light goes off. She's ready to fight. No, that's not gonna work for me. I'm big coward energy. I'm gonna cast fog cloud. It's about, we'll say 30 feet in front of our new Agent Beltol, and it is a 60-foot radius. So she's gonna be a little bit in that cloud, but it's a big old fog cloud. And then I'm gonna shout, "Can we run now?" as I cast fog cloud.
If you can get your teammate to leave these people, then sure. Otherwise, we're here.
I think simultaneously, kind of the last.
We can leave with them. We can help them leave. We don't have to go that way. We can go this way.
I'll help direct the crowd that way, just to help Lucian get moving.
This fall cloud settles.
She's gonna wait until Lucian's ready to leave. So she's just standing here. She's a fence.
As soon as they started frozen, Lucian grabbed a baby under each arm and started running. Small child, whatever. An old lady, maybe.
That's my mama.
That's my mama. You're getting beat by the wrong mom.
Oh man.
Yeah. So once the crowd starts clearing out, she'll leave. She just wants to continue to be between where the enemy is and the crowd. She doesn't want that to distract us again, right? She'd rather be the first one hit than an innocent.
The fog drops down into this. It starts to drop down into this crowd with these creatures who have stopped, and they look like people, different races you've seen before, but they just have this creepy smile and these eyes that are glowing. So no people, it's just glowing energy. And as the fog is just about to set, Lucian, you see it just as the fog settles. You see someone who reminds you so much. The look, and even kind of the look of fear that you've seen her have before, of Tasha. And then the fog sets, and she's trapped behind. She's the last person, kind of trapped in behind this group, because as she was getting knocked over as everyone was stampeding out, and she's kind of just sitting, crying.
I'm gonna pass off the younglings that I have to anyone who looks strong enough to carry them, and I'm gonna run back in for Tasha. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm gone.
And they're still standing still, and so you make it to the girl, and you pick her up, and she's, "Oh, thank you, sir." And she's crying. She's dirt covered. She's kind of bleeding from her head where she's been pushed to the ground, and she grabs onto your neck and buries her face kind of in your shoulder.
I'm just gonna. Shh. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. Come on, just hold on tight. And I'm just gonna book it.
As you're darting out, the creatures begin to move very slowly again, and you're able to make it just past the who would have been the first guys you took to get this girl. They begin to move, and they're walking slowly towards you again as you get everyone out to the exit. And there's a cart that's loaded up. And the girl calls out to someone on that cart, or vice versa. And she apparently knows them.
Okay. It's Papa!
Papa!
Duncan!
I'm a Mimi.
Friendly neighborhood butcher who always used to give me the choicest scraps. I love you.
And I imagine you pass her off.
Yeah, for sure.
And people are running. You can just see, as far as you can see, people have been running, and at whatever method they used to get here, they are leaving this town.
I set her down, and I slip her a lolly. And I go back and try to...
Yeah,
So you're a stranger who just gave her candy, okay?
Yeah, I give kids candy, okay? And people can say that's creepy, but fuck you if you don't
I mean,
think kids deserve a little treat.
Before he joined the KNG, he was 17. That should be fine, right? You're still
there's laws we gotta take into account.
Anyway, could have pushed Lucian back out of town, please and thanks. Let's run away.
Yeah, so you can travel the main road for a while, and I think you do. I think everyone should kind of travel this well-beaten path that would lead back up to the northwest, kind of to where the port city is that brings you onto this continent. But you break away. Yeah, and you begin to take this kind of off-beaten path that definitely no one has been traveling.
Yeah, so after getting you guys out of the city and getting you to leave, Beltol will take the lead again and lead you guys off of the main road and off into the wilderness. Just kind of like grumbling the whole way.
You mean you came from the KNG this whole time and we're still walking? Why haven't we teleported away? I'm against walking.
Yeah, well, it's not that easy.
But why not?
Situations like this, you gotta get to a safe house before you can teleport. What, you want to take some of those things back with us?
Sure, why not? The KNG seems quite powerful. I don't... Saying they couldn't handle it?
Do you know what's affecting those people, or how that's working, or if it's contagious, or what's going on?
Oh, gods no, but I know that I don't want them to eat me, so...
Yeah, so why don't we take them back to,
where all the most powerful people I've ever met are? Yes.
Yeah,
yes, please.
Let them be contagious there.
It's fine, don't
Great
worry
plan.
about it. Anyways, how far is the safe house from here? My feet are killing me.
Devin, how far is the safe
You would
house
know. It's
out?
probably it's only about 5 more miles from where you're at.
Okay. Almost there. Just
5 more miles. Oh, sorry, he doesn't know that. Damn it. He stops moaning. Audibly. No, I said he stops audibly moaning.
I know, but I imagine like before that, like before you had to mention stopping, that it was just like,
for sure. He has been complaining this whole time.
You know, I've gotten pretty used to being the only child in a group, but this is actually kind of comforting. Thanks.
You're welcome. Now give her a lolly.
I do offer her a lolly.
She like looks at it and like considers for a moment.
Molasses chew.
And then we'll like kind of like take it, but it's like a swipe. You know, it's not like a gentle take. It's just like,
I'm not taking it because you want me to.
I'm not taking it because I want it. I'm taking it because you don't need it.
When we become best friends down the line, it is gonna feel so good. Oh, because I'm gonna have to overcome this wall, so that when I get over it, it's gonna be personally rewarding for me.
Yeah, I don't think if you guys don't have any other questions for this new agent, I can take you to that station.
Yeah, you know, while we're sitting here, almost coming into this safe house.
Yeah, can we take a short rest, maybe?
Yes.
I'm okay. Great. Let's fucking give me all my spell slots back, baby.
Baby.
I get a lot back on a short rest.
I love that. The warlock of the party is like, oh wait, we're resting?
Okay,
Okay.
nice.
That's all right then.
Well, the last time I stood still, I had a boulder thrown on me, so I'm not keen on the idea.
That's a nice boulder.
I wanted to say it the whole time we've been saying fucking boulders.
Let's cancel. Let's stop right now and go back.
Let's rewind.
No, I think Miss B will keep watch because she doesn't need to regain anything special during a short rest. Just occasionally looking up because Summer will be up around flying. Otherwise, she's just gonna make sure the boys are safe for now.
Yeah. On the real though, who are you with, and why should we trust you? Yes, you little girl.
Kind of like looks at him and like raises an eyebrow. Just she'll pull out they have like badge insignias, right?
Yeah, so
yes,
usually like each agent will kind of figure out how they want to put that, if it's like a wallet flip or if it's like on a bandana on the underside of it, so you kind of can just flavor up however you want.
Yeah, hers is just kind of it's like a wallet flip, but it's just kind of like shoved in a pocket somewhere, and like pulls out and like some pocket lint falls out too, and like shoves the wallet at him. And inside you see it's the KNG credentials, like insignia, and it shows that she's a level.
She's a rank, so it's 5? A V Roman numerals. She's rank V.
5?
So the dumb way I made things, it's 1, 2, 3 Roman numerals, then it jumps to 5 and then to 10. So those are your ranks.
Okay, great. So William skeptically is going to raise up his rod of detect magic to it. Is it magical?
It detects magic.
Oh, you know what? This checks out.
Did I do that right, Dwayne? Am I playing this right? Am I playing this game right? Because
you did. I mean, it always detects magic.
Yeah, because it's right.
Yes, thank you.
This checks out.
Appreciate this.
She'll like take it back from him whenever he's done with it. Just.
Yep. Seems legit. Not sure whether it's
Lucian,
a child, but looks at Lucian. Nope. You know what? I am sure, actually.
Lucian is just like sitting on the ground with his like arms wrapped around his knees, bandana down, cigarette hanging from his mouth unlit. Just like real sad boy times for Lucian.
Miss B, roll a perception check for me.
Yeah, sure.
See if you see him crying.
No one sees my tears. That's why I wear this bandana.
Ooh, they're made of
beautiful.
light.
It can only absorb so much.
Nat 20? So 25, please, and thanks.
You guys have made your way into a wooded area. I would suppose you wouldn't be out in the open. But I don't want to put that wooded area on you.
No, I think we get off
We were
the
in the
beaten trail,
wilderness
for sure.
looking for the safe house, so yes.
And
Hopefully it's a wooded area.
Miss B, you guys are maybe sitting, standing, I don't know, but you're relaxing, I'd say, because you're taking a short rest, kind of in a comfortable position. But Miss B is kind of encircling, almost instinctively, motherly, around this in a larger radius. And you hear the shuffle of leaves, and you quickly look over, and you see a small mechanical spider sitting on the side of a tree.
Fucking again. Miss B is just gonna flick one of her daggers at it. Just toss it.
Yes, let me roll to see what happens.
Well, I can roll a dagger.
Probably gonna be a ranged attack there, homie.
Good thing she can do range stuff.
I'm just. It would probably be an attack roll just to hit that thing's AC.
And do that as well.
This is going to be an 11.
Just do whatever you want. No. So it. I think maybe you can see almost like the camera that is inside. So there's maybe like a shell, like a darker color casing over the top of this, but you're able to still see through what's in it. So you see some of the gear pieces inside, and there's like this camera inside, and the lens is opening and closing as you move around. And as you throw the dagger, it quickly moves out of the way, and then it scampers up the tree, extremely tall tree, into the brush, and is gone.
She'll like go over to the tree and pick up her dagger and like continue moving on for this watch.
I mean, so like we're still awake. This is a short rest. You all right, Miss B? Making a lot of noise over there.
I saw one of those spider things again.
You what? You want to refresh my memory?
Spider things?
Do you remember when we were out camping and I stabbed a thing and it was gears everywhere?
Mm-hmm.
During the ship mission? Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I remember the shit all over my shoes for sure.
Yep.
Good thing we have magic to take care of it, but we're not walking in shit right now, so there's that.
Sure. And so
yeah,
one of these spiders.
Yep, just saw another one. It scampered away.
Is this the thing that Beltol would have ever heard about happening before? Cool.
Is this a thing that Lucian would have ever heard about happening before?
It has happened to you. Well, other than the other incidents, so no. Other than what's already happened.
Did maybe Breeze tell me about this in the cave?
No.
He's like, if you ever see robot spiders, you know what that means.
No, he didn't. That was not one of the conversations you had. He didn't feel it pertinent.
A lot of those conversations were without words.
I need just a journal, like a voice journal for like day 4.
We'll do it. Me and you, we'll do it. We'll sit down and we'll have fun.
You hear
in that journal.
Scream or whatever sound Summer makes.
All the pages are sticky.
As
Be
you,
an owl.
I think, click over
She's an owl.
and see that those figures are still pursuing, and they're about a mile behind you.
Oh. Good news, we need to get going. Bad news, the guys from town are following. Let's go.
Neither of those seemed like good news.
They're not following the people. They're not following the people. That's
See,
good news.
You and I
they
more
were-
different.
That's fine.
Well, they weren't before. But we should go.
Looks at tiny child, please lead the way wherever we're going.
I want to say which one.
Yeah,
but
come
I'm
on,
not
this way. Just like
Well,
Get it.
that's
starts
fair.
walking off.
I wouldn't
fair.
get that question.
I follow.
Yeah, and
I know
Yeah,
my spells.
I Lucian, the young adult, with with legal voting rights.
I think
Child.
Have you finished reading that book you were working on, and now you feel lost as to what to read next? Well, I have the cure. This episode of Lawful Stupid is sponsored by the author of the Shadowed Star series. That's Shadowed with an ED at the end. The Shadowed Star series by Stephen Kautz. This series is an epic science fiction series that has a mature flavor. Stephen plans to release 8 total books. On the 20th of each month, you can catch a glossary entry or a short story that Stephen will release to the public. You can find those at shadowedstarsbooks.com. I will include the link to this in the show notes, so you don't have to do any work to get there. What I do think is really cool about this series is that the odd number books will follow a particular line of characters, and the even numbered books as they come out will follow a different set. So there are going to be a lot of crossovers and cameos in each book, and that is really cool. Book 1 is currently available. Book 2 of the Shadowed Star series, The Reign of the Black Guard, will be out by the end of June, and Book 3 of the Shadowed Stars series, The Children of Home, will be coming out soon. If you're like me, and you like to have a physical book, you can turn pages, and God forbid, dog-ear the pages, well, paperbacks are available. But if you're like my fellow friend and podcaster, Dwayne, and think that anything paper is for the devil, you can get the ebook through any bookstore or on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Google Play, and iTunes. And if you go to shadowedstarsbooks.com, you will find the links directly to those vendors that I just mentioned. And if you forgot them, hit the rewind 15 seconds button and you'll be close. Again, I'll put the links all in the show notes so you don't have to search very hard to get there. But if you want to search the author yourself, it's important to note that his last name is spelled Koutz. I said Kautz, Koutz. Stephen is also active on Instagram and Twitter, and his handle on both of those is Shadowed Stars BK. I'm also going to include his Facebook link in the show notes. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, go pick up Shadowed Star series. I plan on reading the first book very soon. I hope you'll join me in that. Once again, that's the Shadowed Stars series. Thanks for listening. I think you're getting it. You're scooting now. Okay, maybe out of fear.
We're boot scooting.
You're boot scooting and boogieing all the way to what looks like just another section of the woods. But this new agent walks over to a tree larger than the rest that are surrounding it, and you inscribe almost with your, just like one of your swords, a symbol. And that symbol begins to glow and turns into a wooden door.
And then she opens the door and gestures them in.
Yeah, and so you all
walk in.
You all walk in. And as you walk inside, it's a large room, a large square room. I'd say 50 by 50. It's unfurnished. It's just blank room. And I need Lucian, Miss B, and William to roll just a flat d20 for me. No, wait, let's do this. Let's do some of your feats. Let's do some of your things. This would probably be a charisma check.
Oh, cool. Just a check? Cool.
So that would be performance or persuasion or intimidation.
I think it's straight up.
Like that's.
I think it's straight up charisma. I think I don't know how. I don't have a good one of those. Doesn't quite fit it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well.
And after we roll it, maybe you can make a case for why, and we'll see what your rolls.
Sure.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
That's an 11.
William rolled a 9.
Okay, Miss B. And here, let me tell you this, so maybe you can correct me. So this is a DM learning things about Dungeons and Dragons.
Sure.
The thing is, and you'll explain, and she'll explain this in a minute, obviously, but the person with the strongest personality will have the room at these safe houses become how they would decorate it. Very much like your rooms are. The safe houses are like that. So whoever has the strongest personality.
Harry Potter training room.
Yes. Essentially, yeah. Like, what do I need? A room of requirements.
Requirements. Yeah.
So for me, it was like rolling a charisma for you because kind of like strong personality. So I don't know if there's something else you think you would.
No, I think that's perfect.
I think that's a good one.
All right. So Miss B, what is this? So it doesn't have to be like how would you decorate a room, like a living room or like a den? Because that's what this essentially will be.
For like a space for Miss B, like just general living area, it would be very lightly colored, like pale purples. If there's windows, like it's the sheer white fabrics, elegant couches. It's plush in a way, but like not too squishy where you fall back into the chair. But like dark fabrics, almost velvety in a sense. The wood's dark. And sometimes like silvery accents to things. There'll be like tons of paintings on the wall, like very classically painted, mostly landscapes.
I love it. And so you all see this things begin to pop up around you. I imagine there's maybe like little teacups, on a fine table. Plenty of seating arrangements, whatever you kind of like with, I think, begin to pop up all around you.
I think it's
Once they're all in, she'll step inside and shut the door.
Okay. And now you're just in.
Now we can teleport home?
Yeah, it takes a minute. And she'll start going through the process of that.
Start drawing a
circle.
circle.
Anxiety. I get it.
Pulls out chalk.
I'm not entirely sure how this process works, but
concern.
Devin, tell us how the process works.
No, that was out of character.
Okay, so
Neko doesn't know how this process works.
In every safe house, there is a machine, and it's pretty similar. And no matter who does it, they come standard with all the rooms. And there is a ticket that you get for every mission. When you go out on a mission, you get this one ticket. It's like a one-way back type thing. So if you find a safe house, so instead of taking a train, they give you this ticket. It goes into the slot, and it calls for teleportation, like a one free get back home. But you're like in a queue, and so you don't always get to go back just immediately. You kind of get like a message sent back to you that says, hey, it's your turn. And then you go stand on this portal that will appear and you're back.
You are now 20th in line. All of our representatives are busy teleporting other customers.
Listen, there's 15 mages on duty at all time, or 15 wizards, and they're the ones getting you back. So it's
and it's funny because those 15 wizards are in a flying castle.
Yeah, they're in a flying
wizards
castle.
They fly.
Yeah. Now serving number 69. Zero, thank you for that.
Nice.
Got him.
Yeah, so she'll go and put the ticket in this machine and just kind of shrug a little bit and just, well, now we wait.
Is it per safe house or per person?
Per safe house. So she's kind of got the one for you guys to all get back.
It's one per team. So, considering they sent me to fetch all you guys, they'll probably take all of us.
Here's hoping. Real quick question, Agent Beltor. What the fuck were those things?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Oh, you don't know?
You seemed to know quite a lot earlier when you were saying they were following us.
William shakes his pen vigorously. Ashley, get out here!
No! What are you
What's that
doing?
gesture look like again one more time for me, Dwayne? Thanks, man.
You can stop now.
He's making a masturbatory gesture. If you're not watching the VOD,
I was sent to figure out what was going wrong. Why the hell you guys weren't responding to any of the contacts? To try to get you back. We need to talk to you. And I found all that mess going on, so I got you out. Said what I needed to say. What do you want me to do?
I was just kind of hoping you would have answers. But do appreciate the rescue. Don't misinterpret that at all. The walking, not a huge fan of, but not so important. Ashley, what the fuck were those things?
I don't know. It's so familiar. But I just can't place it. The magic, it feels... I know it, but I just don't know from where. I'm sorry, it's kind of making me feel a weird way even. I'm going to go... Now I don't feel very good.
Okay, go back in your pen. I'll take you to a local
What's the rude thing to tell her?
So as she's
she
really
said she
strong,
wasn't feeling
though, right?
good.
But she's like really strong though, right?
Well, no, not really. She's missing like parts of her soul and body.
But you're... if I understand correctly, because you told me this once. We sat down and you drew me a diagram. And so you're strong because Eshi gives you some of her power.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're pretty strong.
Debatable.
You shot a laser that rocket thing. I mean, you're pretty strong. I mean, you got moves. I've seen them. So that means that Eshi's even stronger than that, because that's just you're just
for
using
sure
a part of her power. So she's really strong.
If only she could use it, yeah.
But my point is that if Eshi's really, really strong, and whatever those things were made Eshi feel the way that Eshi feel like bad, like they hurt her, they made her sick or whatever, then they have to be really strong.
Real quick question, DM. How does William feel?
William is unaffected, that you know of.
So he doesn't feel any different.
No.
Right.
Okay.
Does your magic still work if she's not feeling well?
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. That's fine. I can perform under pressure. It's fine.
Yeah, because she's really, really strong. So even when she's sick, she can still, yeah. But that's the point, though, is that means that's really scary, right?
No, I'm not that scared of it. I'm scared of them in general. They're creepy as fuck. I'm waiting up for our choo-choo train out of here, actually.
Thinking about it, do we recognize any of the weird people?
No, you would not.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Take a little look at something actually here real quick.
I think Miss B is just listening into their conversation, but she's just kind of like looking at the paintings on the wall. Having Summer on her shoulder now.
Is there a fire here? I feel like it wouldn't be completely on fire. I just didn't know if there was one or not.
She would have a fireplace for certain.
Okay. It feels very good.
Cool. I go sit next to it.
I go sit in it. How does that feel, Eshi?
No, next to
How
it.
does that? No, I'm just.
I begin to drink from my never-ending alcoholic drink.
You hear?
Hey,
go ahead.
can I do a thing?
Yes,
real
sir.
quick? I'd like to cast a spell, augury.
Ooh.
So I'm able to kind of light these candles, and it's like a way that I commune with Novah, and it's kind of like a divination ritual where she can like make the flame brighter or dimmer based on results.
Like talking to you.
So I can,
okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's a way for me to commune with her kind of like directly. And so I describe a plan or a course of action to Novah, and Novah will, using her omnipotence, tell me that you, the DM, will tell me wheel, meaning that would be good for you, woe, that would be bad for you, wheel and woe, both good and bad, or there's just nothing. It's just super totally neutral. Spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion.
Just the ultimate result of your decision.
This is like a super flavorful spell, honestly, and I think every DM plays it differently, but I just wanted to kind of give you the once over the moon.
Yeah, so what are you using? Well, I guess it says gem and laid sticks. Like, what are you using to...
I'm flavoring like candles.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that. But yeah, you can use. It says gem and laid sticks, dragon bones, ornate cards.
How many candles?
Some other divining tool. We'll just say that it's 3 candles. It'll just be like a wheel, a woe, and then a wheel and woe. And then if they all go out, that's a nothing. How about that?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So as I'm preparing this ritual, I'm describing what I'm doing to my compatriots and why I'm doing it. And I'm just going to say, hey, so I figure maybe we can figure something out about these guys if we ask a question in the right way. What do you guys think about that?
Miss B will go join Lucian and be like, yeah, I'll play along.
It's just going to really come down to what we want to ask and how we can ask it in the smartest way to learn the most. So my first instinct was just asking like, hey, if we were to go leave this safe house and face those creatures, what would happen? That would kind of give us an idea of how strong they are. Because if it was a wheel, it'd mean that we could take them, and a woe would mean that we couldn't. And that was kind of the best question I could think of off the top of my head. But if you guys have any suggestions...
No, that seems like a rather clever question.
Dr. Enoch was here. He would know which question to ask.
He would know what to ask.
Oh, maybe you can ask him with the book.
Maybe you can. You got your little black book.
Did I have him do it?
He did. Yeah.
Oh, neat. Cool. Yeah. I write in my book, and I say, Dr. Enoch, which question should we ask should Lucian ask to get out of our predicament? Weird zombies plus safe room plus weird agent. And I write all this down, not say it out loud, because that's how it works.
Squints.
I'm gonna give Zebra, as he's in this live recording, a moment to ponder it.
Don't you wish you were a fucking patron right now?
What a cool thing we're doing. Right now. It's very fun. It's like a bigger than our Just Us game right now. Like, especially with to talk about the Discord roleplay channel for a minute. Like, it's even like another layer of like other people that are kind of playing the game with us, and that's really cool. I like that.
William reads his response in this book, and he says, Professor Peacock says, find a safe place to regroup. Ask Novah if you're safe where you are.
See, it's a safe house is the problem. So I'm going to assume that based on the name, that's fine.
You know what they say about assumptions.
That they're the only thing you can do if you don't have solid information, and it's your just best chance to make a decision. I agree.
Yeah.
So I got a spell that works kind of the same way. It's not for gods, but it's not the point. You might just be real specific when you ask your question. Like, not just, oh, are we safe here? It's like, hey, if we stay here inside this house until we're able to leave, how's that going to work out for us?
So that,
like, until the portal appears.
And I totally get that, but I'm operating on the assumption that that's already true, because if it's not, what are our other options, right? So I'm going to ask it instead about our other option, which would be if we went out and like confronted them.
Yeah, so I mean, be specific. Or if we go out and attack them if we go out and try to talk to them. You know.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna ask. Hey, Novah, it's me. Real quick. So, if we were to, instead of staying in the safe house and waiting for the portal and then going back to the KNG and going, hey, hooray, we did it. If we were to leave the safe house and instead go out and confront these otherworldly beings from before, how would that work out? Would that be a good call, or like probably not? Just let me know. I got the candles. So.
Long pause where some really ominous music kicks in right here. What's your stance, your pose or posture while you're talking to Novah?
Well, because it used to be like a very like traditional like prayer stance, like hands clasped together, like on my knees. But ever since I've started training in martial arts and learned like meditation and ki, it's more like that. It's more like legs crossed, like arms in a relaxed state, and just kind of like meditating.
And William, where are you currently in this room? What are you doing?
Last I checked, I was in front of the fireplace drinking and writing in my book.
And he'll have his bandana down so that he can watch the candles and see the response, obviously. And you will note that anybody who's paying attention, his eyes are glowing full bright again.
Miss B, what are you doing?
She was sitting next to Lucian. I don't know if he's sitting on the floor or not, but she'd be sitting on the couch, like legs crossed, hands folded in her lap. Just kind of watching.
Legs crossed, applesauce. Okay.
Imagine.
No, like at the ankle. Very ladylike.
Yeah, of course, very ladylike. And if there was like a coffee table, in between like these couches, Lucian would be sitting like crisscross in a meditative stance with the candles like in front of him, all three laid out on the coffee table and lit.
Agent Beltol, what are you doing?
Yeah, she's gonna, like, after Lucian's like, cool, that's a great question, I'm gonna not ask that, and went and totally asked something different. She's gonna, like, sigh very irritably, just do everything myself around here. And it's gonna go over, like, off to some spot that's kind of clear.
I'm gonna fucking cast augury, you bitch. Yeah, that's all of it.
No, yeah, absolutely. She's gonna remove the chain that's wrapped around her sword and lay it out in a fancy, like circular pattern with, like, there's these two, like, kind of clasps that go in the middle, and then, like, another medallion sort of on the top. So it's like there's these three medallions kind of laid out in a triangle pattern. And then cast the very same spell and ask her questions like, hey, if we just stay here and don't leave until the teleportation circle appears, how's it going to turn out for us?
That's awesome. Yes, that is the best case scenario. I didn't know that you could actually just cast augury as well. That's perfect, because now we know everything.
Who asked whose question first? I think
Lucian would have started casting his spell. It takes 11 minutes to cast a spell as a ritual.
Yeah, so I think you've got your setup, and perhaps you've had this conversation about what question, what's going to work best, and she starts to layers out as you're already you've asked your question. And like a wind blows through the room and cuts out each candle in line, and even the fireplace goes out.
I cast precipitation to relight the fireplace.
And it comes back on.
I want to stay warm.
And then so you ask your question, which is,
if we just stay here inside and don't go out that door until the teleportation circle appears, how good's that going to be for us?
So the candles,
in very much that tone, she's not at all nearly as formal about
We're not Candleland anymore. Now we're in Chain Town.
Yeah, we're in Chain Town. Mm-hmm. Your medals,
they can either glow or flip.
I would say I think that they all flip to tails if you have a tails, and then two of them flip back to heads. I don't know if that's like a good luck or bad luck for you, so we're going to assume that your character thinks that heads is good luck. Or like better. It's better than tails.
Well, so it's wheel, woe, wheel and woe, or no response.
So it was wheel and woe, so it was a good...
Okay.
Because the candles all went out on Lucian's thing, it's no response.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, no, that would have been... So the way that it would be set up is that there are 3 candles. The one, we'll say the one on the left would be wheel. The one on the right would be woe. The one in the middle would be wheel and woe.
Oh, see, I thought they were like something... Okay, I misunderstood that.
And they're all lit. Yeah. They're all lit, and the one that the answer is will shine bright to indicate that's the correct answer.
I was just trying to think.
But if there was no answer, they'd all go out.
Gotcha.
So you're saying that just the woe one would shine bright. That would be a bad move.
Yes. And so for years I was trying to do dramatic effect, like how bad it would be because they all went out, even the fireplace.
That's what that is. What I got across was like no answer, no answer, like don't even fucking think about it.
Yeah.
That's the message I received from my guy was don't you even fucking think about it. Stop.
Yes.
That's what I assumed too. I was like, oh, that's bad.
Same. It's not good.
Yeah, and just as like you get a response to your coins flip, there's a bright flash outside, and the top of this tree that you're in is ripped apart as the stone giant is peering in at you and begins to reach in, and then you see something go through his head, one side out the other.
Fucking train.
And the giant falls to the ground out of sight.
No,
and then the door at the front shouldn't have opened, and it opens up. And you see a figure, and he says, "Nice digs."
We're already doing our secret.
Cool.
We're already doing our secret handshake.
Yeah,
me and Breeze. We have a secret handshake now. We're doing it.
And that's what we're in the episode.
Nice.
Thank you everyone for listening to this episode. I'm not gonna go any further. I love you so much.
Hell yeah.
Hey, if you want to support the show, you go to store.lawfulstupid.org. You can get some stickers. Better get your stickers now because Lucian is a changing. And I don't imagine they'll be the same way for much
You know
longer.
me and my costume changes. You know how I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, you can get the stickers.
Gonna have to update Lucian for sure.
Facts.
And that's just 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows the future holds? Got a whole life ahead of him.
Don't worry, we'll get another 6 episodes in, Devin, and then Shane, I want to just go full cleric again. It's fine.
Yeah, please. Can I reroll my character?
Well, we have 4 phases you're allowed to take in this campaign. We've talked about it. You get 4 changes anytime you want.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess I'll go.
Operation Surf. This is actually the last month.
I fucked it up last time. This is last month for Operation
More
Surf.
money. Who cares? Yeah.
More money for them. Hell yeah, let's go with a 12. $12. Hey, Operation Surf. It's really good. A good thing to do, and you should contribute to that when you roll for humanity at the games that you play, because that's the best way to end a session. Everybody gets together. I mean, you don't even have to carry that burden alone. You play with 4 people, everybody can chip in and just cover the role, and then you all did something cool together. And when you do, tell me about it. Tell me what you rolled and tell me who you gave it to, and I'll be very excited. And I'll kiss you on the mouth, maybe.
Hey, you should join us at patreon.lawfulstupid.org. That way you can participate in all these fun things.
Neko, I didn't know if you wanted to plug anything. This is not your last episode, by the way. Maybe, perhaps, next episode might be. But I forgot to ask you if you wanted to plug anything. Or just your own purposes. Selfish reasons.
Particularly, I just be chilling. Hey, guess what? If you become a patron, you can do this too.
Hey,
hey!
Be like me. Be like me.
Yeah, go to
You can create a
patreon.lawfulstupid.org. Plug it in again.
Avon just got her fucking heels up. Everyone's just like,
You can create your very own character to come in here and either antagonize or befriend the 3 heroes.
Mostly both.
Good. And I'll leave you with this good news story. Google flies in to help Girl Scouts with cookie sales shortfall, delivering thousands of boxes via drone.
What Google doesn't tell you, and what this story doesn't tell you, is each time they delivered these cookies, they took 75% of the profit. They've also reverse engineered the recipe and put the Girl Scouts out of business. Nobody does the Girl Scouts anymore. They just go to the Google Play Store on their Android phones. And if they have iPhones, they don't use it because they're better than that. They go to the Girl Scout cookies. The real Girl Scouts.
Well, that's not even close to true. Let me tell you what really happened. What really happened is, hey, Google. Who's their natural enemy?
Amazon?
Exactly right.
Girl Scouts?
First go. Their natural.
Okay,
Nope, their natural
Girl
enemy
Scouts?
is Amazon. So I have you'll see the link in the show notes here. It's a link to a catalog of photographs, 114 photographs taken of people that enjoy Girl Scout cookies, and they're all holding Google phones. Let me tell you why. Because Google, they made a little deal with those Girl Scouts, and they gave them technology that made them so delicious, like more than cookies should be, because they're cutting edge of Google tech. And they put nanobots inside of those cookies, and when you eat them, they should buy a Google phone and not use Amazon. And they made a
I thought you said makes you want to eat them. I didn't know what you meant.
And they made a
He
sizable
did, but I thought he meant the girl.
It makes you want to be a cannibal. That's what I'm saying.
They made
I
a
was like,
sizable
Jesus.
investment. Google made a sizable
We'll get rid of
investment
these Girl Scouts.
in this.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I guess a whole new meaning to the tag-along cookies.
Guys, he's still talking.
Google made a sizable investment in order to cripple their only natural enemy, Amazon. And when they did that, they had to protect it. So when they heard about what was happening, the Girl Scouts, they had to become involved. They had to bail them out, not because they're heroes and not because they wanted, young girls to learn about entrepreneurship, but because they had to protect their investment. Wake up, sheeple.
What you got,
Now I'm
Yvonne?
done.
What I got? What if? I'll change it up. The KNG decided to take over the Girl Scouts, and they're the new sponsorship of all of this.
Oh.
So now we got
Same
magic.
thing.
We got now
We eat the
weird
girls.
zombie shit going on. We apparently eat the girls now too, but it's all good
I
because
never
the Girl
said
Scouts
that.
get the profits because Lucian wouldn't let kids not have all the good things in life. So
No.
we're good. Win-win.
Those that survive.
Profit,
they get the
profit,
profits.
baby. Cool. Thank you, Girl Scouts, for sponsoring this episode to your life. And as usual, we say thanks for listening. And until next time,
We love you.
bye.
Bye. You gotta wait for Gamer now. You gotta wait. There's Gamer now. Okay, thank you so much.
Sorry, Ginge, for more work, but hey guys, it's Abon. As a fun surprise in this good year of 2021, for the month of June only, we have limited edition Lawful Stupid Pride shirts and stickers available in our store. So go and check it out at store.lawfulstupid.org. It has Lucian, Miss B, and William with cute little rainbow hearts and flags. So you should go get them before they're gone. Okay, love you. Bye.